The Colts defense is not good against the passing game. Do you unleash Mike White even more?
Yeah, I mean, but it has to start with some semblance of a run, right? You have to make them respect you. Darius Leonard is one of the best linebackers in the game. You know, their defense, you talk about Buckner, you know, he's a guy that can get tremendous penetration, can make it a rough day. Quiddy Pay is a guy to have high expectations for. On the outside, he's a big guy that can set the edge. You have to make sure that you run and establish the run so that you can have the play action behind these guys and be able to exploit that porous, you know, Colts pass defense. To do that, you have to make sure that you establish run screens, and it doesn't always mean running back. When I say establish a run, you know, I like the fact that Elijah Moore is able to come around and get some of those jet sweeps. Eventually, some of those jet sweeps turns into, you know, fake jet sweep pass, or you saw a little trickeration last week. I like to see a little bit more trickeration, keep them on their toes. You know, you always have to have something where teams cause pause. And when you do the jet sweep and you've handed it off, you know, once to the right side to Elijah Moore for a touchdown 2 weeks ago, and then last week, you know, a big pivotal, you know, run to get good yardage. You know, you can throw Barrios in there, you can throw Crowder in there, whoever's in that slot position. Then all of a sudden, these linebackers start scraping over the top, and then you can run the ball right downhill at them with the running back, not knowing who's getting the ball, and create, you know, windows. It's all about smoking windows, it's smoking mirrors. And I think, you know, if you do that early, it'll create a lot of pause and hesitation with those linebackers, which is what you want.
All right, about the running back, Jonathan Taylor, how do they contain him?
Oh, man, I tell you what, you know, they were able to not stop King Henry, but you talk about King Henry, you know, had a slow day, didn't have the day he expected against the Jets. You know, this defensive line is going to have to make sure that listen, it's on them
He's
this week.
He's a tough runner.
But the tough runner, this is one of the best offensive lines in the game, you know, and they're going to have to make sure that they are disciplined within their lanes. You can't be getting up the field on run plays, trying to get a sack on a run. He's a guy in space. You look at what he did against the Ravens, 75-yard, you know, screen pass. And listen, when he get past you, you're not catching him. You talk about world-class speed. I think he's a 10.4 or something in 100, you know, a track star. He's really big, strong, and listen, he'll put you on a poster too. So they have to make sure that they gang tackle this guy, but also they can't allow him free access to the edges or up the field. You know, you have to make sure that you two-gap, you know, make sure that you're disciplined and not getting up the field too early.